Welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Bros. X The Great Vengeance. This is your host, Kage Naito Andrew. And in the last episode we took down the final boss of the first area, which was Mauser, and we are now in the second area. We are going to go ahead and take on Grassmark Island. Now, when I was in the lobby of the area, you noticed that there was a Volcano Lotus and a Hammer Brother. I don't know if the Hammer Brother was lethal, or at least his hammers weren't, but the Volcano Lotus could hurt you, so you want to be careful of any enemies in the lobby that can hurt you and they're not supposed to. So just be wary of that. We've got a nice Yoshi's Island theme stage, and it looks really nice. It's real refreshing. I'm gonna grab that star coin, and looks like we got some information here. Once the platform has reached the end, spin jump on the spring. Don't ask, just do it. So we're gonna go ahead and follow what the sign says. Whoopsie. And I died. I'll do the best I can to cut out the deaths that occur, but that was a little embarrassing. It's the first time I've died in a while. Doing pretty well with myself here. We got some nipper plants hanging around. Oh, that was weird. Got some nipper plants hanging around over here. So you can abuse that and just keep jumping on them like that. Oh, I got a hit from behind. Okay, once again I died, and I managed to pick up an ice flower on the way here. I didn't check these blocks, so maybe they have a useful power-up before I continue. I want to be careful of the snippets, because they can get rather annoying. The ice flower has the power to freeze any enemy, well, most enemies that come in contact with the ice balls. You can pick them up and throw them. Pretty useful technique. And that ended badly. As you guys can plainly tell, I'm having a little bit of difficulty with the stages, because it's hard for me to see the nipper plants that are underneath mixed in with the muncher plants. The nipper plants will jump at you, the munchers will not. So I'm having just a little bit of difficulty figuring out where they are and where they're going to be. But I think I got it figured out now, so these guys won't be giving me much trouble. And look at that, I made it through. Freezing the nipper plants as I move on. And I got another ice flower. Now, as I was saying before, the ice flower will freeze enemies. And you can, well, most enemies that you come into contact with. You can defeat them by just spin jumping on top of them. And using a fireball on the frozen ice block will thaw them out, making the enemy active again. So just be careful with that. You can also destroy them from hitting them from below, like that. The Ice Flower debuted in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, along with the penguin suit and the propeller suit, however those do not return. And look at that, we've got a Yoshi companion. Great! He operates just the same way as he did in Super Mario World. You can control his angle at which he eats by using the control pad, so it can make him eat higher or lower, normally. And he serves as an extra hit point. Toad and Peach, however, cannot ride on Yoshi, so if they were to find a Yoshi egg and I was using one of them, I would get a boot instead, which the boot can be useful as well. And a super leaf. Awesome. So I'm just going to keep collecting coins and eating enemies, because I need my lives back. I lost about 4 or 5 lives in that first part alone. And I got a life back after that, which is amazing. And I got a lot of power-ups, so maybe a second player would be able to use these power-ups. And you saw that I ate a poison mushroom. I used that as a weapon. Can also use the poison mushroom just to hit like that. Lose Yoshi, the mushroom disappears. No troubles whatsoever. Just be mindful of when you do take the poison mushroom if you decide to do that tactic. In some places you will have to ditch Yoshi, like you have to climb a vine, he can't come along. So in order to jump off of Yoshi, you use the spin jump button. Like that. Then he'll hop back on if you land on top of him. So knowing that technique can be useful to get up to higher places if you don't have a leaf. Such as using that. Now, I'm not going to take the fire flower, because I prefer to use the ice flower. I think the ice flower is more effective against subcom enemies like these. And the fire flower can defeat a lot less enemies than the ice flower can freeze. You can pick up and throw any frozen enemy, and the fireballs don't affect all enemies in the game. The ice flower affects more enemies in the game. Hammers affect all enemies in the game. I'm not sure if there's any hammer suits upcoming, but they might be close up in the future. So, I'm going to use these ninjas as stepping stones. Just be careful not to hit them on the side. Grab the star, and move on. We are at the end of the stage. Boss pipe. And it is Birdo. Now, you can leave Yoshi on the pipe over here, or you can use him to fight. However you guys want to do it, it's your call. If you're afraid of losing Yoshi in this area, he won't go anywhere. He'll just go back to the pipe and run back and forth that way. So you have no fear of you losing Yoshi unless you get hit while standing on top of the pipe, in which you'll run off the screen. Since I have Yoshi, I'm going to show you what the negative side effects of getting hit by the NPCs. As I said before, the Hammer Bros don't do anything, but I think, yes, the Volcano Lotuses are dangerous, so you want to avoid their blasts if you can. We're going to go to stage 2. And this is the second stage of the Grassland Island. So we're just going to move on as we do normally. Yoshi has a couple special abilities that the Mario Brothers do not. Also retained from Mario World. He can walk on munchers and other dangerous enemies that Mario has to spin jump onto or can't touch at all. And that's just fantastic. Gonna keep collecting coins, because we like coins, because Mario likes coins. Fire Flower, gonna go ahead and leave that there. Now, Mario Bros. X does support a 2-player feature. You're gonna have to cooperate with your partner, a lot more, because you do share lives. That 1-up 36 is my life count, and if you're playing with somebody else, they do not have a separate life count. It's not gonna be 2-up. It's going to be 1-up, you're going to share lives. So if you get a game over, he gets a game over. And here's a yellow Yoshi. Yellow Yoshis have a special ability with a shell in their mouth. They will create shockwaves. All of the Yoshi's special abilities are taken directly from Super Mario World, with the exception of 3 new Yoshis. If I come across them... Whoop. Yep, that didn't work out too well. If I come across them, I will explain them to you. If not, I will tell you right now. They have a light blue Yoshi, also named Cyan or Can. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Will eat enemies and turn them into ice blocks and spit them back out, so he won't swallow them. They have the purple Yoshi, which can ground pound from the air. So you push down in the air, he'll shoot down to the ground and create a shockwave. A pink Yoshi that turns enemies into vegetables. He also does not swallow enemies, so you spit them back out. And the rare, incredibly rare, black Yoshi, which retains all 3 abilities of the original 4 Yoshis, green, red, blue, and yellow, in one Super Yoshi. So if you find that Yoshi, do whatever you can to keep him, because he is basically a broken Yoshi. A Yoshi among Yoshis, I guess, a god Yoshi or something. With the purple, pink, light blue, and black are custom-made Yoshis. They do not appear in any canon Mario games in the Nintendo universe. They may appear in the future. They may not. We don't know. So I'm making some pretty good progress. Another Yoshi egg. If you leave something on screen and go a certain distance and come back, they might still be there. I haven't figured out the total distance that you have to leave. But you saw when I lost my yellow Yoshi, I went back for the green one. He was still hanging around. So I hadn't left far enough on that screen to lose him permanently. But I'm still making some decent progress. I want to keep moving on these donut blocks because they will fall. They routine that Mario rule. And these Shy Guys that I'm eating, these are custom Shy Guy sprites. I think they're pretty creative. They're still the same old Shy Guys you can pick up and throw into each other. Nothing much different about that. The walking ninjas will jump when they reach the end of a platform, and the stationary ninjas will just jump up and down in the air. You can pick them up and move them. Pick them up and throw them somewhere else, and they'll just keep continuously jumping. They're not really aggressive enemies, but they're kind of serve as obstacles. If you're clumsy enough to walk into them and take damage, that's your fault. The designer has made us feel like, hey, you screwed up, so you suffer from that. But none of the subcon enemies actually aggressively attack you. The red Shy Guys will walk off the ledge, while the blue ones just turn around. Those are more sensitive donut blocks that will fall a lot quicker, so be swift on that. And this is a different form of Boom Boom, it looks like. Yes, it is a very different form of Boom Boom. How do we fight him? I'm not sure. I might need to use a form of attack that I don't have. Okay, I'm back to challenge the Super Boom Boom here, and I have a method of attacking him, fireballs. Seems to be his weakness, and it looks like he just glitched through, so I'm going to have to quit this and come back to it. Okay, I have returned through many trials to take on Boom Boom once again, and I'm just going to stay up here at a safe distance and just hurl fireballs at him, because that's the only way to defeat this form of Boom Boom. Yoshi cannot help, Tails can't help, Ice Balls apparently won't help either, so it is only fireballs, and first-time players won't know that until they actually take him on, and I've defeated him. And that's it for part 4, or for part 5, actually, I should say. I'm going to take a break here, and I will see you guys in part 8. This is part 6. I can't count today. Part 6. This is Kage Naito. Andrew signing out for now. Have a good night.